What's going on, guys? So as you can see by the title, today we have a pulled pork sandwich. Stick along, it's real easy to make. So before we even start prepping our meat, we got to make sure we have our fire going. So that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to get some lump charcoal started. Okay, so now our charcoal is ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and step over here to the firebox. I have some unlit charcoal. All we're gonna do is just dump in our lit charcoal, and then we're gonna add some piece of apple wood, get that going, and then we're gonna go ahead and step inside and get ready to prep our meat. So here we have a 10-pound pork shoulder or pork butt. This pork butt looks pretty clean to me. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of trimming. I'm just gonna take off this little piece here, and that's it. Once it's trimmed, we're gonna go ahead and start applying some mustard to it. Now, all I'm using is some regular old cheap plain mustard. Doesn't have to be any type of fancy mustard. All it's gonna do is it's gonna help us get our rub to stick. So that's all the mustard's for. You're not gonna taste the mustard. If you don't like mustard, it'll be fine. Like I said, you won't taste any of the mustard. All it's gonna do is just gonna help our rub stick to the meat. So once it's well coated with mustard, we're ready to apply our rub. I'm gonna be using a simple homemade rub I made. It's just got some garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder, paprika. But you can go ahead and use your preferred rub if you like. If you have a favorite rub you love to use, go ahead and use that. So just make sure you coat all sides of this pork rub. We want to make sure we have the whole thing well seasoned. That mustard is really going to help that seasoning stick. So just make sure you get the whole surface area of the pork rub. Make sure you get all sides seasoned up. Once it's all seasoned up, we're ready to go outside of the grill and start the cooking. So out here on the grill, I have it running about 275, and I also went and added a pan with water just to keep some moisture in the pit so it doesn't get too dry, too hot in there. So now that we have our pork butt cooking, we can go back inside and prep our toppings for a sandwich. So on my sandwich, I like to keep it simple. All I'm going to do is just add some barbecue sauce, some pickles, and some red onions. Now, we're going to go ahead and prep the red onions. All I'm doing here is just thinly slicing it. We're going to go ahead and add some limes. We're going to add some salt, vinegar, and then to spice it up a bit, we're going to add some habaneros nicely chopped up. So the lime and the vinegar, they're going to help break down the onions, soften them up a little. And then the habanero obviously is going to spice them up. So it's going to be some spicy red onions. Alright guys, so now that the onions are ready, we can go back outside to the pit, check on our meat. We're just going to be constantly checking on it, making sure our fire's at the right temperature, that our that our pork butt's not too dry. If it looks a little bit on the dry side, just go ahead and spritz it down with some apple juice, apple cider vinegar, plain old water, It's up to you guys. So right now it's a couple hours in. We're at 124. We're gonna give it another check. Basically right now all I'm doing is looking for color, and once it has the right color, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up and then put it back on our pit, let it finish cooking. We're gonna go ahead and pull it once it hits our desired temperature. In this case, I'm taking it all the way to 203. Once it hits 203, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it and then let it rest before I start shredding it. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it. It's at the right color for me. It's gotten all the smoke I want it to get. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it, throw it back on the grill, and wait for it to hit 202, 203. Once it hits that temperature, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off the grill, let it rest, and then we're gonna go ahead and start shredding it and build our sandwich. So right here, I'm putting it back on the grill. Gonna go ahead and insert our probe back in the center. Just try to avoid the bone. You don't want to hit the bone and give you a false reading. And like I said, once it hits 203, we're gonna go ahead and take it off the grill, let it rest, and then we'll start shredding. So now that we let our pork butt rest, it's time to shred and build our sandwich. So let's get to it. So there you have it, guys, my take on the pulled pork sandwich. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you guys want to see me cook next? If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave it in the comment box below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and thank you guys for watching.